Hello. Good morning, folks. Good morning. Hopefully the sound issue is done. Hopefully the sound issue is over. Let me make myself smaller. Whoopsies. This, and we are gonna open the chat. Twitch chat, OBS. Hey, hola, Mulgars, hola. We can hear you, amazing. Let's go on to VirtualBox. Un docteur, bonjour, un doctor. I don't know why I read that in French. Hola. Morning XR and Mulgars. How are you folks doing? How's your Monday evening to both of you? Well, hopefully you don't mind if I finish my eggs real quick. I'm a bit lost today. I'm a bit late today. Not lost. Good. I'm kind of sucked into Detroit once human. Detroit? It's Detroit, not a human city? Okay, you're always seeing the wrong thing. Ah, right, you're not seeing the right screen. Alright, there we go. There we go. How do I delete this shit? How do I delete it? Remove. Yes. And I'm here. I put my camera on the bottom right on purpose. Oh, we saw some order for jewelry. Yes, you did. Now you may know my ring size. Yeah, hope it's not personal information. Oh my god, dude, I have to stop doxing myself. So Detroit is a video game based on androids gaining sentience and seeking independence. Wow. Damn. I love that fun. Did you guys play Cyberpunk? Yeah, that's okay. Privacy is overrated. And UXR, I'm asking because seems like a really fun game, and I'm thinking whether I'd want to play it. I mean, we're very hype, and in the end it under-delivered, but I still think it might be a really cool game to play when you have a powerful machine. And I'm thinking of improving my machine. Because as you know, Mulgars, we try, you and I, the Discord, the virtual machine, and streaming together is running low on memory. Ooh, they're making a TV adaptation. That's really cool. You didn't play Cyberpunk either. You guys going to be one of the first people going to, what is this called? What is this game called? GTA 6? Are you going to do it? That sounds like a pan tumaca. No, I didn't. I don't put tumaca on it. I never really do. For this, you need ham and everything, right? I mean, just pan tumaca. You don't just put eggs on it. It's just regular toasted bread. But it could be. I had a Spanish girlfriend. It was the case every day. Where we would have oh, I should close the door. We'd have pan tumaca every day for breakfast. It's pretty good. Do you still have pan tumaca in where you are? Mulgars in the US? I'm not sure. It's pretty Catalan, no? Pan tumaca, or not sure if it maybe Spanish generally. Here, no way. Why not? You just put a tomato on a toast and olive oil. I think you can find it. Maybe a bit expensive. Fun fact: the cyberpunk comes from a short story written by Bruce. Ooh. I did. Yeah. Okay. I think I knew this. Pretty cool though that it comes from a book. Like so many cool ideas come from books. Metaverse was first coined by an author named of Neil Stephenson. Ooh, in his book Snow Crash. Oh wow. Yeah, no, probably you put jamon on it too. Jamon or like lomo. Right? That's pretty much your two options, I think. Or chorizo. Some kind of pig meat. I do not have good jamon unless you sell a kidney for it. Yeah, I bet. Like, jamon's already pretty expensive. But in the US, if you go to Whole Foods, I was surprised when we went there like this year. I went there last year with my partner in the US, and we paid. We went to Whole Foods and we paid so much money for groceries. For me, Whole Foods used to be like, okay, you know you're gonna pay a bit, but it's still gonna be a little bit okay, right? But now I feel like compared to 2014, the prices have just gone bananas. Just bananas in the US supermarkets. Like if you want a veggie, like a broccoli, like yeah, you have to sell your kidney. It's kind of wild. Prices have gone ballistic over the last years. Wow, that's tough. Folks, I'm gonna put my plate away, tie up my hair, and put the cyber doctor lab coats. Ooh, and also have a special thing for you folks. I'll be right back. I like you could see a little bit in the bottom right corner. There we go. Oh, fuck, dude. All right. How do I do this? All right. Look at this. It's Christmas. All right. Let's orient the camera a bit better. This is good, no? You got the map, the one and only map, and of course, deer glasses. All right. It's Christmas. Don't feel like Christmas too much, but yeah, cool. There we go. What are we doing today? All right, let's just we're gonna do. Well, I'm just gonna answer. We're gonna do. Whoops. I control F the wrong thing. There we go. And we're gonna control F this thing. Oh, there we go. Much better. There. What are we gonna do today? Very good question. We're gonna go back to going over the wire. Over the wire and doing our little things where we run, and I think this is where we learn the most by doing. Really, it's nice to get some theory every once in a while. I did watch some videos on PHP, folks. By the way, I did ask myself whether what was the context of this. Um, yeah, I was in the metro and I looked at videos of PHP. It was interesting. I also saw what you folks were talking about the clash of whether PHP or Node JavaScript were better, and people seem to say yeah, PHP is still very much alive and useful. So it's cool, and I got to see a bit about the syntax and stuff like this. So hopefully we could become ninjas at it over time, and you folks get to learn a thing or two. Oh, nice, got you in dark mode. It's so much better. All right, here no way, boy. Gaan we naar de 2. Snow Crash, never heard of it. Let's me take a look. Sounds interesting. Add it to my list. Nice. It's my top 10 for life, lol. Really? Wow. Snow Crash. Oh really? Seems like sci-fi. Crash. Book. Just gonna check out what XR is talking about. Es el capítulo de la novela ciencia ficción. Yeah, of course. En Neil Stephenson y publicada en 1992. Snow Crash. Okay. Wow, sounds pretty good. Cyberpunk. Wow. Cyberpunk es un subgénero de ciencia ficción. Cyberpunk is a subgenre of science fiction. Dystopian views of the future, for which the technology lowers the level of life. Ooh, that sounds kind of fun. All right, so Mulgars, we got your answer. We're gonna do some natas. I'm gonna do some natas where we picked up last time. We have a little bit of more skills of PHP. We're not as frightened by it, although still a little bit scared. I think it's normal to be a little bit scared, right? High tech, low life. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where we're headed a bit, huh? Just saying, like, technology is polarizing us more and more. In terms of resources, in terms of views. Really can't see that tree. All the effort I put into making a tree. And now you can't even see it because my head's massive. How do I do this? Nope. Yup. Alright, I just can move the tree. What the fuck? Ow. Knockout. Yeah. Okay. Shit happens. I can move the tree and destroy the head. Yeah, that was pretty unexpected, but I should have known. Alright, let's move this. Alright, folks. So if I do probably stupid commands today, it might be because I hit my head with an ironing board. Alright, so try hack me. No, that's not it. We want to go to natas, our passwords. Alright, so we are on natas 10. Got that right. Let's go on natas 10. Are you folks going to do it along? I think some of you might be more advanced than me on natas. I think you two were the ones that were doing in parallel. 10. Alright, let's go. Oh, you remember the password. Oh, maybe because we have the cookie? Yeah, we have the cookie. Alright, for security instances, we now filter certain characters. Ooh, yeah, we didn't know how to do it when we filtered characters. Huh. Right. So we know I was able to get some good notes yesterday. We were able to get some good notes. Because you can see most of that. You can see all of that. Twitch or Cyber Doctor, obedient. Because of the tree crash. Oh no. Oh no, you made a clip of this. Alright, let's see it. Oh, is that gonna be it? Oh, it's gonna be on this. Hold on, let me open on Firefox. Oof. Yeah, you get widescreen for this XR. Clips. Oh no. That owl was so sincere. I am more advanced only in Notepad. Ooh, I could iron it in the back. Knockout. Oh, y'all never notice this. Nice. With 2 viewers. You two folks, Mulgars and XR. This is gonna stay private. Well, now you made a thing. Maybe not as much. All right, folks. We here. That clip is good. Yeah, I agree. It's good. Thanks, XR. You're more advanced only in Notepad. Isn't Notepad a Windows application, or do they have it on Linux too? The stuff in the header has nothing to do with level. This is it. So it filters out some input stuff. And so what we want to do, Linux Notepad is Vim or Vi really? Okay. Yes, Windows. Okay. So how do you take your notes then? Do you shift back and forth from your VM? Your notes are not on your VM? All right, for secure reasons. Okay, so the key is empty for the beginning. And then we take needle. The thing is, folks, I'm afraid that I'm afraid it's okay, huh? But if we put in a hashtag or a double slash, we can use slash. Won't it just like comment the whole thing? Maybe we can just do it. Maybe not. I don't know how we'd be able to see the code run. I don't use shortcuts. Vi drives me a bit crazy with the shortcuts. Why? Why are they driving you crazy? Alright. GURP I key dictionary. Okay. If array key exists. Doctor, the first thing you will ask you is identity where the code is looking for needle. Doctor, the first thing I will ask you is identify where this code is looking for needle. Okay. This code is looking for needle here. And then it makes it equal to this. The key is going to be equal to this, and then it's going to run as this. But if I put in, let's say, a quotation mark in my input. Ooh, but here maybe it's not going to have anything. But here maybe it will. Is that right? Let's let's go step by step. It is looking for a needle in an array somewhere. Okay. Array key exists needle. Right? Oh, this is what it checks, right? Look at the line and only if the if line. Okay, first line, I guess it's not this one. Look at the first, look if the line and only the if line. Okay, there we go, right here. So this, what you're telling me here is that this one Looking for needle. This one is just basically looking for things. If an array key exists, needle requests. Oh, this is an else thing. If not, you request it. Ooh. This is an else statement right here. Array exists is a function that looks inside a collection array for a specific key. In that case, a key needle. So whether it exists or not. I wonder why we didn't just do requests. Do you want to hop on Discord maybe? And it's looking for in the line question request. Ah, okay, so it's looking for this. Okay, it's not if because this is the parameters of array key exists. I see. Do you know about the $ request collection normally contains? The user input, I'm gonna guess. User input, could it be that? I mean, we do have to insert code, right, into our thingy. Go back, view source code. Find words containing. This is where you need to start piecing things together. Okay. So what do? We look at... okay. Do you know what the request collection normally contains? The user input. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it, right? So I think, request and HTTP, get, and post. There are most, but let's focus on these. There's also delete probably or something. Request, well, I don't know. Maybe. There are two basic types of request in HTTP, get and post. Okay, one is read and one is write. So we want to get. Okay, so it's gonna grep I, the key. So we're gonna have to find a way to exit grep. I think this is what we have to do first, no? Look through grep and find ways of escaping. Get is where you see the data URL, and the URL like name is equal to doctor and location is equal to house. Is where you see the data in the URL like name, doctor. Okay, I see. Do we have that? We don't have any question marks or anything. Maybe you can do it. Okay, this doesn't work. etc web natas. So in this example, request will contain two elements with the keys name and location. Request will contain two elements with the keys name and location. Okay. With the keys name and location. Okay. Two elements with the keys name. Okay, request will contain two elements with the keys name and location. Okay, got it. So your code is looking for data with key needle, right? Yeah, I get that. Your code is looking for if key exists, needle is request. Okay, is requested. He's looking into requests. Key is equal to request needle. Okay. What if there's no else, huh? So the needle must exist. So if we return, the code just ends, right? Yeah, the code just ends because there's no else. So this statement is not okay, I think I get it. Because there's no else, this command just exits. So where can you put that needle? The way I'm thinking, So where can you put that needle? The thing that confuses me a bit is that you're using the word here. Is needle a common thing in coding? And the return, oh no, XR. The return, always. I mean, it isn't the return. The thing is, so no, it is the name of a parameter. Okay, it's not an actual thing. So where can we look for the, yeah, I get that. So where can we put that needle? I mean, we're not going to put it anywhere if I understand correctly. We're just going to, it's just going to be transferred to a variable called key. We're just going to transfer to a variable called key. And then dictionary.txt. So you don't put the needle in the key. What? Oh, really? So you don't put, okay. Needle gets put into a key, right? Key is equal to request needle. So, folks, all I have to do, I'm going to just reread all your comments, Mulgars, just to get an understanding of it. Let's go by step for that. It is looking for needle, an array somewhere. Got it. Look at the line and only if line. Look at if line and only if line. Okay, we only look at this one. Array key exists as a function that looks inside a collection array for a specific key, in this case the key needle. Inside a collection array for a specific key, in that case the key needle. Okay. So cool. And it is looking for the $request collection. I mean, collection is probably the name of that box, no? If we explore this, inspect, is that going to be the name of the box? Name needle, you see? Input name needle. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting, actually. For securities, we now offer filtering on certain characters. Find words containing. And the input name is called needle. So that's good. Oh, wow. Maybe the next level we'd need to modify that. So that's good. We confirm that the transfer is going well. Submit, search, output. Okay, so this is interesting. So needle is actually in the code here, in the inspect. So we need to start piecing things together. There's two basic type of requests, get and post. So you think we're going to have to use these? There are more, but let's focus on these. Get is to see the data in the URL, like, oh, you see? Needle is equal end submit search. Do you think we get to edit it here? Needle is equal to this. Needle is equal to get. Can I just say that? Get and then the place. That won't work, no? Get, and then what could we do? Okay. So you put the needle in the key. I'm just trying to show you what those two lines of code do. That is needle, and the end is the separator of the two parameters. So get, I guess we have to put an underline under, whoopsies, typing in the wrong place. Underline here, and then we get. So okay, let's look at the code. I understand there's a needle here, and the HTML clearly states this is needle, so we're good. Now we need to find a way. What do we need to have here in key? I think this is something that I get. Like in Python, you do something similar. So I think it makes sense. What I think we need to put in. I mean, I don't know if it's relevant to that. The key. How do we grep and then go fetch something? Grep I. We need to look into grep and see if there's other things in there. Grep -- what do we do? Grep help. Folks, I have to say I'm much more comfortable working on the double screen in the usual setup than I was yesterday at my parents' home, having to kind of whisper. And then here I have the microphone. I have to wear a headset. So much better. And then have a wonderful tree that never falls on my head. Okay. Key, needle, i.e. what you need grip inside of. Hey, Tiago. Thank you for joining us. Ooh, Tiago. Tiago. You know what you just did, Tiago? You did something amazing. You, I think, are my 100th follower. Or not follower. Yeah, follower. You are my 100th follower. And with this, you've achieved the goal that my partner has set for me. For no reason, just for lols. That I should have 100 followers before Christmas starts. So, Tiago, you're the real MVP. Well, amongst others, but you're the real MVP for the hour, I'd say. So thank you very much for that follow. Goal achieved, 100 followers, folks. I think this requires even more intense light. We're celebrating hardcore. Hello, Tiago. Thank you for joining us. Woohoo! Yes, celebration. Yes, we made it. Yep, well done. On 100, that's pretty big. I didn't think it would get 100 followers in like well, we've been streaming for 4 months daily, but it still came pretty fast, I feel. It's a little bit more than 1 follower per stream. Cool. Well, thanks a lot, Tiago, for joining us. Tiago, I'm not sure how long you've been here on the stream, but what we're doing right now is we are hacking Natas. It's a thing from Over the Wire. They're quite cool. If you don't know them, check them out. And we are doing Natas 10, and we have to reverse engineer and escape GURP I. GURP I, and then type in something. And we don't know what command to put in GURP to make it go fetch a command. So, yep, that's what we're looking into. Now, I just kind of realized that, is this Hack the Box? Not exactly. It's another service called Over the Wire. It's free. So this one's completely free, and you get to, yeah. Thanks for sharing, Mulgars. And if you want, you can do it with us. I think the first few levels teach you quite a lot about, looking into your browser, looking into your cookies, things like this, in order to hack. So do check it out. And yeah, if you're good, if you're if you're quick, you can catch up onto us, because we're not super advanced yet, but we have the best wing people in Mulgars and XR today, so it's amazing. All right. If you're not, just tag along. It's really fun too. All right. So cool. Folks, we're looking for a way to escape GURP. GURP is here. And we already have GURP I, which is good. I think it's quite common of a what is it called? Prefix to have. Now, what do we want a GURP to go get a file and pick it up for us. We already had a hint from ChatGPT last week that GURP is very advanced of a command, and you can probably find something. Print only names of files with no selected lines. Print only names of files with no selected line. Okay. So perhaps we can, so GURP can look for certain things, right? This is what GURP does. Let's just look at GURP I, hello world, menu H, main C. Search for patterns in each file. Okay. So you can search for patterns in each file. GURP I in each file. Oh, okay. I mean, we can just look. And folks, we know from, what do we know from? From what? We know from here or something, from level 0, or level 0, level 1. No, level 0, not us. We know that here they're stored into etc natas webpass. So the password for natas store is fine, etc natas 5. So this is probably part of the answer. etc natas. Can we use slashes? Is the question, because the code filters out some certain characters, but I don't know if these characters are indeed being filtered out. I think they're just here to introduce the characters. Nope, they are filtered. Really? Oh shit. Alright, let's just see. We can just test it. No, you see they're not. Because if they would be, they would say input contains an illegal character. I think Mulgars, this is to introduce characters as part of a string. That's what you need to figure out how to overcome. I think they're not. Because earlier in the previous exercise, natas 9, we used the semicolon. Here, I think we need to point to a certain directory, and slash is not it's not. We can go say this, but the output just isn't there. Okay. What about if we do this? Hashtag. Because the reason why I want to put hashtag is because according to my notes on this, what do we do here? We have notes, web hacking PHP notes. If you put this, the hashtag or the double slashes, the command at the end of the line will be comments. And so it's kind of good, it's kind of easy to just get rid of this dictionary.txt. This way you can just grep I key. So let's practice a bit. Let's imagine we're in the home directory. Let's imagine we're in the home directory. We are. Let's do cd, or excuse me, ls. And we want to say, let's go, we want to find something into downloads. So we're going to grep I, and then we're going to go into, we can just say downloads. What will this return? Grep I downloads. Oh no, I put a slash before. Grep I downloads. Now it's in bold, so I think it's good. But what will grep I do? I don't know, it seems like it's taking a while. Duke. Alright, this is easier. I don't know why it's taking so long. Maybe there's a timeout here on the server. This is why it doesn't show what we want. So grep I downloads. So folks, right now what we're doing is we're figuring out how grep works so we can use it into our... What can we do with it? We can use this grep into our command injection thing on natas. So grep I downloads. Let's just go into downloads. CD downloads and figure out file we want to be looking for, similarly to how we want to look for a specific file on the server. So let's go ls. Nope, they are filtered. That's what you need to figure out. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure we can find, we can use slashes. I think it's okay. thm midsec. So let's say styles.css is what we're after. But grep is not a find. The thing is, I've only ever used grep with a pipe. Quick write down SVPN settings, lol. No, stop trying to dox me, XR. Okay. So we're not gonna use that. XR is trying to hack everything from me. Passwords.txt. Maybe this is not something that we want to read because XR is going to take advantage of it. I think style.css is pretty useless. And then this is like where my banking info is. Okay, style.css. Where do we want to go to style.css? Okay, so what happens when we do GURP and we go into downloads and then we go into style, we find style.css. That's right, that's where we are, yeah? So let's go cd dot GURP I downloads slash style. What is it? Style dot CSS. What's gonna happen then? It's just gonna crash. I'm gonna copy this and ask my tool, the chat GPT. Oh, I have to log into it. So log into it. I have to make myself massive to block that view. I've been warned. There we go. Massive Matt. All right. C chat. Chat GPT. Jeez. All right, we got login. Login. There we go. Login. So folks, I'm logging into ChatGPT. Should have done this. Should have done this yesterday. I think I wasn't using this one. And my password is 832 6800. All right, let's go. Chat GPT. Oh no. Where's my Chat GPT? Open. I think it's OpenAI. Show. All right, we got this, folks. Think it's good? Did I type it right? Oh, that's the thing with passwords. Not now. Okay, cool. We in. We in, folks. Yes. Free user. All right. Don't need to make ourselves as big as anymore. Sorry. You won't be seeing me as big. There we go. All right. Hey, by the way, is the sound okay today? I have everything on max settings, I think. This is almost on max settings, actually. So what can you help me with? That is a great question. We want to understand why this is not working. Well, almost group I download style.css. So why does this not display the style.css file? Instead, it just buffers forever. GURP out download, because GURP is doing exactly what you ask, but not what you intended. Okay. I take that personally. GURP out download style.css. GURP syntax is GURP, so options patterns file. Download style.css is treated as a search pattern, not a file. Ooh. So GURP waits for standard input, std in. Since nothing is being piped in, it just creates it just sits there buffering forever. So GURP is waiting for you to input type or pipe into it. Okay. GURP I something in downloads. Okay, so hey, we have something here, huh? You see? GURP I something. You just need to search something. It's just that what the fuck do we search for? It's because we want everything. We just want the. Yeah, you can just search for an I. Probably the key will have an I. So I said let's do it. We type in something into whatever we want. Does that make sense? Something. We could just type, say, an S. There's probably going to be an S. And then we're going to do... Right? Because the my reasoning here, folks. What is a wildcard for anything? A star, no? Actually, maybe it's better. It's a star. Are you suggesting we use this instead of a random character? That might be a good idea. Natas. Yeah, Natas includes an S. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. Okay, yeah, maybe a star is better. All right, Natas 10. So we can just do that, you think? We want to search for everything. Maybe you don't need this because it might search for this specific character. We want to search GURP I, everything. And then we want to look, where do we want to look, folks? Over the wire Natas, we want to look over here, but Natas 10. Natas 10. Come on, be nice. Okay. Showing the code. Output. Input key, head, this stuff. So for security reasons, we filter in form. Whoa, it's really bright, huh? All right, pass through key dictionary. Ooh, because it might be displaying it because of, oh, fudge. Let's refresh this. Hopefully we can get rid of some data black. Okay, never mind. Okay, Natas 10. The thing that I think is happening as well is because it's displaying a lot of text afterwards. It's because maybe we can get it fixed by adding this hashtag or this pound or whatever. No, we can't. Okay. View source code a div GURP I key dictionary. Okay, what do we do here? Why the fudge? Why the fudge is it displaying everything? Index source HTML head. This stuff in the header has nothing to do with the level. I didn't mute myself. Good. Yeah. This stuff in the header has nothing. So it just displayed kind of the source code HTML. Why would it do that? So let's just keep going here. GURP. What if we want to GURP I? Okay. We want to GURP I something into download style. Okay. What does this show then? It shows me the type of something. Uses a symbol for everything and wonders why it shows everything. Yeah, I agree. It's pretty ironic. All right. So what do we do here? What does it show? GURP desktop. Is it because LS? Is it everything here? Pictures and everything? I think it is because it is showing everything in our current folder and it's telling us the type. I think we're prompting it quite bad. What if we put the star on the other side? Same thing. What if we don't? It crashes forever. So, okay. Search for everything. Okay, I guess that makes sense. It's just that we're not really pointing in the right direction. And it's kind of ignoring my thing here, huh? I think we should introduce it somehow. I want to be able to read the content of the style.css file using GURP. But it seems like GURP. I want to not just use GURP. I want to use GURP -I because this is the cards we've been handed. But it seems like GURP ignores my path provided. This is a classic shell gobbling plus GURP misunderstanding. There's nothing wrong with your path. The shell is changing command before GURP even sees it. So step 1, shell expansion. This is the key. Star is expanded by the shell, not GURP. Ooh. So if your current directory contains files like this, A, B, index at everything, your command becomes, oh, GURP I this. Maybe we shouldn't look for everything then. Maybe not. Okay, we can look for everything and then filter through all the shit. So now pattern. This is not show me the content of the style. CSS it's searching for a text a.txt inside these files. Okay, so if one of these files is large binary, it can appear to hang. Okay. GURP cannot be used to read a file. GURP only prints matching lines. It's not, if you give it a pattern like this, it's not matching everything. Oh, what does it do then? If you really want GURP to print the whole file, you must give it a pattern that matches every line the correct way. GURP I style.css. Okay. GURP I double citation marks empty. Okay. Let's do that. See what happens. Ooh, it worked. We got to see style.css and more. No, that's good. So GURP I empty comillas. Oof. Natas 11, please. Oh, nice, and it's dark. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. And then is it going to show something interesting? Show me something cool. Okay, well, it printed out the whole dictionary. Well. Éclair. Zucchinis. Okay. Oh, that was not... Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Folks, we got it. So what if we type the same thing as before? GURP. Nice, by the way. Well done, folks. Great help. etc natas 11. And then we put a hashtag. Is this going to clear our case where we don't have to see the whole dictionary? Yes. We are becoming PHP gods. Thank you for the explanation, Malgars. It really helped understanding how this input box translates into the whole thing. Sometimes star is what's needed. We need all, of course. Needle. Nice. We got it, folks. That's a really good news. It all seems so simple when you have it. It all seems so simple once you have it. So let's copy it. Control C. And we're going to put it into our sweet notebook. Natas. It's so fun. 11. And now we kind of get why, passwords sometimes do not accept slashes characters or some things like that because it can be exploited and stuff. It can be used to trigger another or misbehave the databases, the slashes. So folks, we have a cool password. We have a cool password and we're going to move on to the next 1. Next lab. All right, let's get rid of this. And we're gonna go to 11. Honestly, folks, if you have a chance to do over the wire, really recommend it. It's so good. The levels are so well written, flow super well. Nom nom nom, it's good stuff. Nom nom nom, that good stuff. Nom 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 is the sound you make when you eat. It's nothing weird, I swear. All right, cookies are protected by XOR encryption. Background color. FFF. Oh, it should be full white, but we have a darkening mode. 1589 BV. It doesn't work. Cookies are protected with XOR encryption. Okay, few source code. Ooh, this is a fancy one. Ooh la la. Ooh la la, that's a big one. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna suck on this one, lol. Why do you think you're gonna suck, XR? Show password? No. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, folks. It's gonna be quick. Be right back. Nice, folks. We're back. And we got a new chat. Toast, isn't the solution template data equals line, basically? Ooh, maybe. Toag. Nice. Welcome. Good to have you. Stuck, not suck. I'm gonna stuck. What does it mean to stuck? Hello. 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 That's cute. Hello. Kind of sounds German. It's like a cute hello. Hello. Nice. Cool. Oh, the other day, by the way, I realized that hola and hello are like reversed. Is that going to change my life? Probably not. Is it going to change yours? I don't think so. But it's pretty cool. Struggling to complete. All right. You folks have maybe 3 minutes in advance. Let's see what we can do. Ooh. So, all right. Show password equals no. So we need to, I think, transfer this to a yes. BG color is this. Okay. Function. Okay. And I think let's quickly have a look at this. Okay. We don't need this anymore. We need this. And let's look at what this inputs. It's called, be called background color, no? Text leaf. All right. Don't. Text leaf is going to be background color. Oh, this is just a text. And the text box is FFF, set color. Inspect. Okay, input name is BG color. Okay, as we expected. The XOR has me hemped currently. I don't know why I read hemped. There's no P or no T. Hemmed. Hemmed up currently. What is this page about? Is it not Advent of Cyber, is it? Nope, you're right. There is not Advent of Cyber. I think this is too advanced for us. We're quite newbies here. Tog. And we're doing NATAS. So web hacking. Web hacking, and we are doing the... I think we'll do it next year, the Advent of Cyber. For sure. And we're on NATAS 5. Why am I talking about all this? We're on NATAS 5. And yeah, because we're introducing Tog to it. Oh, really? It's really accessible. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, maybe tomorrow. Nice. So, and then we have to find a password for well, we have to get through NATAS 11. And we have to get through NATAS 11 and display the password probably. So, BG color. Maybe you should have it'd be nice to have like on the top right or somewhere where it doesn't take a lot of space. Just to think saying what we're doing right now. And maybe you can just say, have an exclamation mark. What are we doing? We'll just display what we're doing or something. That'd be really cool. Because folks, work is going to lower down for me a bit. I'm going to have a bit more time to invest in the stream. So expect some massive changes. We're going to have like so many cool things. It's going to be... Yes, is there advertisement for newbies? I believe. Oh, okay. I thought it was bigger, like cyber-wide challenge. Whoever breaks the box first, kind of thing. But if it's just chill, I mean, it's not in the spirit of Christmas to be competitive, right? Should have known. All right, cool. So cookies are protected. For now, we don't care too much. Let's see a bit more what this says. So a function XOR encrypt, IN. Key is equal to censored. Okay. Index is equal to in. Oh no, roasted. Don't do this to us. I was trying to get paid twice on top of that by spending 2 messages. Report and block. Alright, we deleted them. I think. Luckily, ban evader, we restricted. And then we'll report. Whoa. The first suggestion for reporting someone is terrorism. Holy shit. I don't think there's a lot of these. Maybe it's probably more spam or something that you should have first. Terrorism. Wow, how do you do terrorism on a Twitch stream? All right, so function XOR encrypt. Okay, so we have this XOR encrypt. Takes the key and encrypts it. The thing is, we haven't declared the key variable. That's okay. XOR encrypt. Let's ask ChatGPT what this does. We might have to decrypt the key. That might be it. What is XOR encrypt? What is in PHP? In PHP, XOR encrypt is not a built-in function. When you see XOR encrypt in PHP code, it's almost a custom function written by a developer. The thing is, we don't see the way that thing is declared. XOR encrypt. So it probably declares it, no? XOR encrypt takes the key. Well, has the key inserted, then it takes in a text. Where is that text from? What is that text thingy? Dollar text. What could this text do? What could this text do? Text here, there's no declaration of anything else here. Text is equal to IN. So they're creating, okay, so they're creating a new thing based on this IN thing. So text is equal to IN, okay. And out text is equal to empty. So we don't put anything by default. Okay. And this function ends here. So this goes to everything. Iterate through each character. So for I equals 0, for I equals 0, I is below sterling. Ooh. F4, I'm not sure FWIM, for what I want. This is JavaScript, and XOR encrypt is more or less, for what it's worth. For what it's worth, this is JavaScript, and XOR encrypt is more or less a joke. Because it's not really encrypting. What it does is basically compare bits of two inputs and sets the one that are mutually exclusive to 1 and the others to 0. Okay, so let's see how it works. Oh, okay, this is the thing. Mutually exclusive. That means that they're not the same. Oh, it's raining again. It just keeps on raining here in Spain. For what it's worth. Thank you, XR. And thank you, of course, Toaug. Is that, how do you want to be called? Toaug is not that hard. Toaug. Exactly. And the cool thing is you can invert the operation by applying it again. Yeah. So there's going to be a bit of a description here. What you're saying, they're mutually exclusive. I just kind of want to understand this, folks. We're going to understand this no matter what it takes. And then there seems to be plenty of useless things in there. Like, why do we have to decode the background color? So let's look at that XOR cookie. Maybe there's a cookie in there that we should look at. Inspect. Stop trying to get me to sign in. I'm already signed in. Storage. That cookie. Okay, so we have data. All right, let's say GA. Is there a name called data or something? Not S11. Session max age. What is a value? Okay. So it can't just be that. So what do they call the output later on? Let's just, instead of having a look here in detail, let's have an overall look. So this creates a out text that is a process version of the key. So this we understand. Cyber Doctor Sider. Are you laughing at me because I can't read people's names really well? Silversitor. XR knows me too well. Okay. Function load data def. Now he even knows my ring size. Damn it. Him and Mulgars. Ah, okay. Okay. Example of that. Alternate the letters. Okay. That's easier. Okay. So good. You haven't realized yet that I'm really bad at reading names. I can remember names well, but reading them is awful. Okay. Whatever. Alternate the letters. Okay, so this is what's happening. Shadow text I is equal to this. Is this key is equal to this. Okay, let's just understand here what load cookie does. Global cookie, my data, def. what is it? Return my data. Save data. Set cookie data. Okay, so data is the one. Ooh, and then it goes to base64, JSON encode, and then D. And what is D? What is $D? Is it my data? So it returns my data. Returns my data. Picked on that too, lol. Okay. Alternate the letters. Okay. So we have several things to do here, folks. We need to decrypt the cookie that we have in that is stored in, I think, my data. Save data. Data is equal to load data, default data. So I think we're going to need to do it the other way around, which is base64 decode. So we're going to need to take that cookie, that sweet cookie, give it to us. And then we're going to go in CyberChef, or maybe you can base decode it. I mean, it's just whatever, it's just CyberChef. CyberChef, where are you? There we go, the top hat. That's what we enjoy. The top hat, is it a top hat? Probably not. Verify I am on track with my example. I am not confident that I am correct. Verify that I am on track with my example. I'm not confident that I'm correct on that. What do you mean? I'm losing you here a bit, XR. We need to base64. Okay, we need to delete this. To base64 from base64. Okay, that's probably not it. Right, because we need, it has base64 encode, so we need to do base64 decode. Right? Oh, we can do maybe here. Base 64 decode this. No such file directory. Okay, maybe you can put, we should put comillas. No such file directory. Do I have to save it in a file? Hehe, $3 lurk. What do you mean the percentage $3? The percentage, what am I saying $? I think if money's on my mind, folks. I don't think it's the idea of what XOR is. Look, regardless, XOR comes in a little bit later in the task. Hey, good to see you, MC, by the way. Nice to see you lurking and coming out of the shadows. All right, so what are we up to here? Yeah, so this is, folks, this is what I'm up to. And you can see, wait, what? I was applying this. Cookie data. Okay, I'll admit it, that is holding me up on completing it, lol. What example you're sharing, XR? You're talking about an example, but you can't see your example. The one, oh, you're talking about the CyberDoctor thingy. Maybe not exactly. Anyway, so basically this is shuffling out with, this is kind of shuffling our thing, XOR encrypt, but it doesn't really take anything except the key. And then the function load data is a global $cookie. What does this do? All right, let's ask ChatGPT. Gonna get an explanation of how this works. I think it's okay. Maybe you folks will find the strength in you to forgive me for using AI, generative AI. All right. Explain what this line does. Global cookie controls variable scopes, not cookies themselves. It tells PHP inside this function, use the global cookie variable instead of creating a local one. And PHP variables inside functions are local by default. What does it mean to have a local function? Even superglobals can be shadowed if you assign to them by declaring global cookie. You're explicitly binding the function's cookie symbol to the global $cookie array that PHP populates from HTTP cookies. You are explicitly binding the function's cookie symbol to the global cookie array that PHP populates from HTTP cookies. What the fuck? What is this? Who do we have to burn for this witchcraft? Oh man, that's what is holding me up to this completing. Then don't worry about it. You don't need to confuse you, lol. Ah, okay. You're talking about the example. So global cookie, you're explicitly binding the function's cookie symbol to the global $cookie array that PHP populates from HTTP cookies. Is it required here? No. And that's the key insight. $cookie is a super global, which means it is automatically available inside functions. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Why would someone include it anyway? Common reason. What does it not do? It does not create cookies. It does not standardize cookie input. It does not. Okay. So cookie, global cookie. So it just creates a cookie. Cool. ChatGPT still thinks, I think you want to say thinks, it is PHP. But if I'm not mistaken, you looked at the front end code, which is JavaScript. Yeah? I have no clue. Look, this is I think this is this is PHP, right? Yes. Okay, cool. And then reopens. Okay, so this is PHP. Nice. Ah, no PHP. So the regular one just means not this. PHP, this is JavaScript. I don't think so. Oh, it tells PHP. You're right, it's JavaScript. This is actually JavaScript. I'm surprised it didn't pick up that it was JavaScript. No? You're right to call it out. The snippet you post is PHP, not JavaScript. What? Sorry, I may be wrong. Ay. Tog. It's okay. I am wrong a lot too. Maybe even more than you. Probably more than you. I would say on stream I've been more wrong than right. But it's okay. I just want to add confusion. Oh yeah, you're an agent of chaos? As long as you don't tell us to return, you're good. PHP only. Okay, so yeah, variable. This is PHP only. This is actually JavaScript. You're right to call that out. The system you posted is PHP, not JavaScript. Okay. How ChatGPT tells you no without telling you no. Okay. So, cool. Global cookie. There's something psychological about wearing these glasses where even if I don't have, like, this is transparent, you can see I can put my finger through it. There's no glass. I feel like I see better with them. Anyway. All right. If array key exists, data cookie. Data is what? Data is a new variable. taken from the cookie, temp data, JSON decode. So there is some kind of data, JSON decode, XOR encrypt, base64, decode, cookie, data, true, cookie data, true. Okay. So temp data is being created. If is awaits temp data and array key exists, show password, temp data, and array key exists, background color temp data. Okay, so this is the first time here we're seeing background color being a factor. We must return confusion. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. All right. Array key exists, background color temp data. So it's adding a few things to. Is it appending? Explain this line. What did the string turn out to be? Hello, Nice Shades XD. Thank you very much, Sumeria. Welcome. Good to see you. What did the string turn out to be? What do you mean by that question, MC? What did the string turn out to be? Isn't a string? Or you're asking about the previous level? Nice Shades. Thank you very much. They're lovely, aren't they? My partner had the idea. Ooh, wouldn't this be cool for the stream? Yes, base 64 decoding. Well, we tried two ways. We tried this way, and it's telling us that it's a file. And we tried the CyberChef, which is honestly easier. And it gives us really weird output. Let me say 2 base 64. Okay, 2 base 64 is not too bad. But if we say from base 64, it looks like the devil. I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. It does not look good. Oh yeah, and okay, so you did tell us is not valid base 64. Huh, because percentage base 64 does not have any characters, you're right. Percentage is weird. So what do you think is going on then? Delete it. Just the percentage or? Well, I want to understand why we should delete it. So delete it. I'm down for deleting. Then why is it there? Is it perhaps because it's part of the background color thingy? Is it because it's part of the background color? Because if you look at this, at the source code, so Sumeria, just to give you and everyone an overview of where we are, because it might be confusing for everyone, we are on NATAS 11, and NATAS 11 looks like this. Like, it says cookies are protected with XOR encryption. And then it asks for background color, and apparently it sets the background, but we have, it should be white here, but we have a thing to not destroy your eyes by looking at the stream, so this doesn't show up as white. Now, we looked into the source code, and there's the background color being evoked here, and we understand that the key is being taken here, and then something is being done through it. The way that XR mentioned that it worked was that it was kind of shuffling the keys. And then here this, we're not sure what this does so far, and this is what we're trying to figure out with ChatGPT. And we know that somehow we have to we have to do all the different things. Base 64, and then the XOR encrypt, and then JSON encode, and then we think we might have the key. So base 64 is pretty relevant in this context. So you have all the steps. Yeah, we do. In our hypothesis, at least. Maybe we made a mistake somewhere in our hypothesis because we didn't spend a lot. We spent a bit of time, but I don't feel like we understand the 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 controls just yet. But yeah, I'd say we have an idea of where we're heading. And what the fudge? Why do we need background color? Temp data. So, and I want to understand because MC is right. The percentage 3D that we find in the cookie. So if you look here towards the end, you see you find percentage 3D. And that doesn't make sense because base64 should not have any special characters. This is the cool thing about base64. To understand, look at what 3D is. Okay. Oopsies. Can't do that. Right, let's do it. Search manually. 3D. It's a representation of a URL code. 3D means three-dimensional. It means also has 3 dimensions. That's that's not what we're into. It's equal sign. It's the equal sign. Base 64, just so that we don't get. Okay, encryption routine adds 3D at the end of output. Is the URL encode with the equal sign at the end of base64? It won't cause issue. Why does base64 encode strings have its equal sign at the end? Oh, that's interesting. Stack Overflow. Yes, please. You need to pre-process URL decode or something. Base64 usually ends with this. And most of the time when you get base64, string padding at the end is this. Wow, you folks are so connected. Q, does a base64 string always end with this? No. The word USB is base64 encoding in this. No. When the equal, get a pen at the end. Short answer, because the last character equal sign is added only as a complement padding in the final process encoding of encoding a message with special number of characters. You will not have an equal sign if your string has multiple of 3 characters because base64 encoding. So it's like extra. It's extra bits a bit. So yeah, I mean, deleting it didn't really change anything here. Yeah, just adding extra equal signs. Oh no, you're right, it does change it. Huh. The output was what? Does data change when you change background color? Ooh, good questions, folks. All right, let's change background color. What's a random dark color? All right, with examples, this one, copy. So let's change that. All right, so we already have one. If we put this, Control V, set color. Ooh, purple. I like it. That's really cool. Data. Does it change? Does it change? Let's go into base there. Enter V123. It does a bit. It starts to change here, but I think these two are the same. So is it just salting, kind of? Ooh, Mulgars. Oh, back. Which Natas are we on already? Okay, back. We are on we're on Mulgars. We are on Natas 11, the one just above it, and we're understanding the code, and we're getting quite close to gold, folks. Quite close to that sweet, sweet password. So, we understand that this is probably the base that we're working with, right? VU. And this is just adding some useless stuff at the end. The background color thingy. the background color thingy is just adding noise at the end, so we can get rid of it, I think. Let's just look here. So is array temp data, and array exists, you're gonna show password temp data. What is show password? So I think what's happening here as well, array key exists, background color temp data. So I think it's appending it, huh? It's appending temp data to it. So array exists and show password is equal to temp data. Show password temp data. Huh, XOR. XOR is a function here, XOR encrypt. It's just messing up things. I think we'll just need to reverse engineer it when the time comes. So temp data is equal to this. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So the temp data is the good stuff that we want to have. And before we can get this, we have to clear out background color, which we just did. And I think we should also clear out this. Right? The thing is, I don't understand why in this if we have three things. If temp data is an array, and if this exists, show password exists. What is show password? Oh, show password is equal to no. And if the array exists, which I think it is, where's default data being used here? Temp data is in the encoded cookie. No, it is testing if the key data with a name exists in temp data. It is testing if the key data with the name exists. So it's just checking if show password temp data exists. But I don't understand default data. Copy, Control F, Control V. We have it twice. Data is equal to default data. Do we have to change show password to yes? I think we will have to, huh? Data is equal to load, save data is equal to save data. Save data is equal to $ data. What the shit? Oh, we just got humbled, folks. We thought we were becoming PHP wizards. Turns out we were just sucking a little bit less. I'm gonna button this up. It's time to get real. Okay, buttoned up. Buttoned up. Let's do this. Oh, this feels uncomfortable. It looks awful. There we go. That's easier. Default data. Data load default data. Okay. If data is equal to this. I think we're really understanding a lot about PHP here. If data array exists, data is data cookie. Temp data is equal to JSON decode. XOR, okay. Decode. So we're doing all these things, and then here it checks for different things. Temp data is a decoded cookie. Ooh. Temp data is a decoded cookie. Are you sure it's decoded? Yeah, it's a decoded cookie. Temp data is the decoded cookie. Encrypt base64 decode cookie data true. So this is what we need to run in PHP to reverse what's happening. And so BG color, we've removed it. How come BG color was at the back? My data BG color is equal to temp data. BG color. So is this appending? No, no, it's not. It's just making it equal, so it's replacing. And if these satisfaction conditions are satisfied, which I think they are in our case, we will preg match. Let's preg match. So any kind of special character, including 6, for some reason. Temp data, BG color. Then you're gonna do, oh, Sumedia's helping us big time. Just here, understanding my data, show password is equal to temp data. My data, show password is equal to temp data. Temp data. As we said earlier, temp data is a decoded cookie. Show password. So it's just transforming into no here, I guess. Oh, no. Temp data is equal to show password. What the fuck is it doing? Is it running? Oh my god, I don't understand. Let's see what somebody else says. So actually webpage has two settings. Show password, yes or no, and BG color. And all that is stored in your cookie. So actually this webpage has two settings. Show password, yes or no, and BG color. Yeah, got it. And it's no. And BG color is just BG color. All that is stored in your cookie. You need to forge your cookie to have it show password yes. Oh. So cool. Are you sure? The reason why I'm being all annoyed about the being sure is because I thought we'd have to decrypt whatever the output is of the cookie to find out the censored key here. Only back changes when you change background color because it's in the head and end of the cookie. Yeah, I don't know why it makes sense to me to see in the end of the cookie because it's added here and we can see it changes. It's just I do not see this being translated into the code. Is this what's appending the background color into that side of the code? I don't think so. The key is actually censored. You think it's literally that? Because we've had other exercises where it was censored here and it was actually the function was actually taking the key. So this we said doesn't work. This we understand what it does, kind of. It's an if check. And then if something happens, it's taking my data show password equals to temp data show password. It is censored. That is not the key. Yeah, exactly. Malgars has gotten it. My data BG color equals temp data BG color. So it's transforming it, kind of, right? And temp data BG color. So what happens here when we say my data BG color? What does this do? It creates a new thing, a new variable, and then it does this. This is basically if you take temp data and instead of temp data you run the temp data through this. Is that what happens? Instead of cookie data, you just put in BG color in here. And so my data, I think I understand, kind of. Doctor, how does this XOR work? It shuffles characters. We'll get to it. All right. Taug is Toag. Toaog. Ugh. I like that name. It's a cool one. Just can't get it in my brain somehow. Maybe it's because I took the ironing board earlier. It's probably what happened. The ironing board disabled my brain for that specific purpose. All right, because the web page is giving us, giving you a censored source of the backend code. How weird. It's giving you a censored source of the backend code. Yeah, right. It's really weird. It should just say the password here and we can just move on to the next level. But then the key can be retrieved via the BG color. Sorry, folks. How weird. But then the key can be retrieved via the BG color. Doctor, how does XOR work? I have no clue. Honestly, I have no clue, Mulgars. No. How does XOR work? It may give you a hint on how you get the key. Oh, nice. Yeah, Nexar reshared the clip he made for getting smashed with the board. Happens to us all. Cool. Alright, it may give us a hint. Alright, let's look at the XOR function. XOR encrypt in. Key is taken in. Text is equal to in. Out text is empty. Iterate through each character. For I equal to 0, I underneath Sterling text. I lower than string length. Okay, that makes sense. For I underneath string length of text. Should be under or equal. Yeah, because it's not going to parse to the last character. All right? Because it's under and not under and equal. XOR is a bitwise operation. What the fudge? Bitwise. Sounds like an NFT startup. Maybe ask ChatGPT to explain what bitwise XOR does. Really? You folks are serious? Just gonna try to understand it for another minute, and then we'll ask ChatGPT. For I and this below string length, we can, and then I plus plus. Does this add 1 to I in each loop? I think that's what it does. Out text. We append. Okay. We append. I think this is appending here. Dot equal text I to the I don't know what the to the power of does. Multiplied by text I. So the text in the line. So the letter key. You're gonna multiply it by key I string length key. What the fudge does this do? All right, you're right, folks. Let's ask ChatGPT. Miss ChatGPT, explain this code. Whoops, forgot to include it. Forgot to include the code. Classic. No, XD. Maybe ask ChatGPT to explain you what Bitwise XR does. No. Okay. So we're gonna get a clear explanation from our favorite chatbot. Function XOR encrypt in. Okay, so you're just repeating what I said. That's useful. Out text. We're missing this. It's missing this, is it? Yes, it is. Wow, ChatGPT smart. It's coming for your jobs and mine. Just kidding. of course. Line by line explanation. Function definition. Function XOR encrypt IN. Line by line explanation. Function definition. Function XOR encrypt IN. Okay, so this is defines a function, then XOR encrypt. It takes in the string input, IN, intended to encode or decode data. Okay. Key definition, key is equal to censored. Yep. This is the secret XOR key. The same key is being used for encrypting, decrypting. The key is to know or is known or guessed, and the data is trivial to recover. Okay. So input assignment, text equals in. Okay. Copies the input to a workable variable. No transformation yet. Output initiation. Out text is equal to empty. Start with an empty string. XORed characters will be appended here. XORed characters will be appended here. XORed character will be up here. Okay, so I text. Okay. Loop over each character. For I, okay, strings, we get this. Plus plus is just adding one, I think. It's as we move to the next one. No, I don't know. XOR operator move core logic out text dot equal. Does the dot equal mean append? Appends. Yes, got that right. Nice, folks. So we append this. This performs a bitwise XOR. Okay, so you were not trolling me. Bitwise is a real thing. Nice, Malgars. Between the two characters. Performs a bitwise XOR between the two characters. What is a bitwise XOR? What happens here? The text gets current input character $I length. Hello, Roxa. Oh no, Rock Rasa. Welcome. Wonderful to have you. Welcome to the squad. Yeah, for everyone, we're doing some deep reverse engineering of PHP code in order to understand what is going on here and hopefully retrieve the key somehow. We used to be clear on what to do, and now we're a little bit more loose because we realize that we might not be as close as we think we are. So, out text gets the current input character. Yeah, we got this. So I string length cycles through the key characters. So it cycles through the key characters. Cycles through the key characters. Okay. When the end of the key is reached, it wraps back to the start. Ooh, what? Yeah, this is really what we're after here. Core logic. So out text appends stuff. Appends stuff to, okay, so out text just gets character by character, gets stuff added. This is the bitwise XOR. I don't understand how this works. Why this works both way. A XOR B, C. C XOR B, A. Produces ciphertext running XOR encrypt on ciphertext restores plain text. So do we need to create a XOR encrypt? Do we need to create this function, XOR encrypt, XOR fix? This is not encryption. It is reversible obfuscation. No randomness, no integrity protection. Repeating key, very weak. This is commonly used for hiding configuration in cookies, obfuscating malware payloads, avoiding casual inspection, CTF challenges. Okay. So in your surrounding code, you can do base64 decode cookie data. XOR encrypt, JSON decode. This means the client has the control. The client controls the input. Anyone who knows the key can forge cookies. Ooh, that's where we are. That's where we're intervening here. Forging cookies. Change show password. Exactly, that's what we want. Change background color. Oh, haha. This password is frequently used in PHP backdoors. Oh, I see. Of course. Plain text English summary. This function takes each character in the input, XOR it with a repeating secret key, and then returns the result. Running it again with the same key reverses the process. Running it again with the same key reverses the process. Ooh. If you want, I can demonstrate decoding a sample value. Show how to break this down without the key. Yeah, do all that. Nice. ChatGPT is so cool, folks, and I pay absolutely zero. Hey, Ken PDX, welcome. Did not try to secure your cookies this way. It will make you a XOR loser. Or XOR legend. Like, if you're able to encode your cookie this way and get away with it, why change? I'm a cybersecurity professional, by the way. No, you're right. It's actually useless, and no one should do that. But it's really fun to learn how it works, really. Okay, so plain text. So let's do S. It takes the ASCII. $115, and then it's key, and then takes out. What does it do? I don't understand. XOR encrypt. And is that an actual thing? Ken PDX, do you know? Like, is it an actual thing, XOR encrypt? Because some folks on the chat didn't know earlier. And I wonder if it's because it's not something that's known or... Returns the origin JSON because XOR A, B is equal to A. XOR A XOR B is equal to XOR B is equal to A. That's pretty cool. Wow. Feels like we're back in math class. XOR is about encryption, easy to break and leak the key. So it's actually kind of known, XOR. It's kind of cool for, it's like basic encryption stuff. How to break this without knowing the key. The important part, known plain text attack trivial here. You already know part of the plain text because JSON structure is predictable. Show password. So an attacker can base64 decode the cookie. Nice, okay. XOR the cipher with known plain text. Recover the key bytes. Example logic, key fragment, cipher 0. Folks, I would love to stay here and hang out. XOR, okay, let's just, easy to break and release the key. XOR is basic operation used in the building of real encryption algorithm. Using it by itself isn't a good idea. Oh, it's like to start something. I mean, it makes sense. Maybe if you XOR many, many times in different ways with different random parameters, then maybe it becomes a secret key, right? Because it's difficult to re-engineer backwards, but by itself, you're right. I guess how come doesn't make much sense. Folks, we learned a ton today. We got humbled a bit on the second one, on the second natas. The first one I want to say was decently easy, although we did struggle a bit. Tomorrow we'll return to this. Tomorrow we'll return to this. I think I'm gonna. I wanted to take notes, but honestly, I don't think there's a ton to take notes on. And this is gonna be fresh in our memory. Yep, that's how it works. The devil being as it always is in the details. Yep, it's always in the details. You're right. So, folks, we'll get back on this tomorrow. Because yep, I have to get going at 8 today, the usual time. Tomorrow we'll have, I think maybe we can make a longer stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I work, but I work from home. And then Thursday, today's Tuesday, so Thursday I don't think we'll do a stream. I'll be in my family, and I don't know. I like the setup a little too much to be able to do it anywhere else. Have a good one, man. Thank you very much for being here, Sumedia. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's see if there's someone to. What does they got to gang up on? No, that's weird. To. I keep forgetting this word. Whatever. To attack. Let's just call it attack. In a nice way, of course. InfoSec streams. Who do we have here? Your cyber doctor. They seem really cool. Maybe we should attack them. Alright, we don't have anyone. Folks. Not even censored hackers here. Has he been online in past days? 'Cause we did send him a few viewers last time. Explore the world with security with me. Hello, friend.move. He's got plenty of followers. When was the last time he visited? 0 views 2 hours ago. Oh, shoot. Only stream for 38 minutes. He seems to do cool stuff, and he usually sometimes streams after me, but like looks like a bit shorter streams. You check him out, but yeah, it doesn't seem like we have anyone online, folks. I think we'll end it here then. Folks, thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow in 22 hours. Take care, and Merry Christmas, and enjoy the day of the holidays. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, folks. Take care.